everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend those precious wine dollars wisely. Well, we're getting closer and closer to the big meal of Christmas. Prime rib and all that good stuff. And I'm just not going to wait till the last week to start talking about that, because you know what? You spend a lot of money on that prime rib. Maybe you're a ham person. Personally, I don't like ham enough to serve it at Christmas, but I do like doing prime rib. And you know what I think is a great matchup with prime rib? Washington State Syrah. So we're going to review a couple of them. Now, I'm cheating a little bit on this one, because one of them I actually tried a couple of years ago, and I thought, well, you know, it's not super expensive. But, you know, in fact, I don't even know the price of it, but that's okay. Well, it'll be under the subtitles that I put later. You'll get the price on the last one. Washington State Syrah, perfect. I've said it many times. I think Washington makes some of the best Syrah in the world, aside from the Rhone Valley. But it rivals even the Rhone Valley. There's a winery that's on my radar. In fact, it's at the top of my radar for Winery of the Year, and they do a Syrah that, to me, is as close to an Cote Rôtie as you'll get in Washington State. Which is, you know, that's a big statement right there. A big statement. So we're going to get started. Washington State Syrah, I think, is a great roast wine, and especially from Washington State. This is one I tucked away a couple of years ago. Now, Barnard Griffin is a classic Washington State producer, a huge producer. I think he's like 5th in the state, or maybe even higher than that. But somewhere in the top, at least in the top 10, let's just say that. Rob Griffin's a great guy. He's been making wine for a long time. He started a long time ago at Preston Cellars, I think is where he started. And he's been doing it by himself for a long time now. His daughter's helping. I think she's involved deeply in the white wine program. But he makes some great wines, and they're great values. He just recently raised his price. I believe now the Syrah is around, I think it's about $17. But this is the 2015. Oh, excuse me. 15. Is this a 15? Yeah, I still have. What can I say? 2015. Barnard Griffin, Syrah, Columbia Valley. Rolls in at $17. There you go. That threw me off. I thought I grabbed a 13. I didn't, obviously. So this is a 15. Now, I like the 15 vintage out of Washington State. I'm really liking the 15 vintage out of Washington State, to tell you the truth. So this is not. So we're right on schedule where we should be. I thought I pulled one out from deeper in my cellar, but I didn't. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see what we get on the nose. A little brown sugar. I really hate brown sugar on the nose. Sugar, do 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 do, honey, honey. Almost like a. Oh, wow, this is a cool nose. Actually, there's something there. It reminds me of a piece of meat with a honey glaze on it. A honey glaze with a little bit of boysenberry sauce mixed in. Now that sounds like a good way to grill meat, don't you think? I get a little red flowers in the background. Very interesting nose on this wine. I'm excited to try it. Let's see what we get on the palate. Solid wine. That kind of barbecue spice, like that glazed marinade comes through on the palate big time. I get the boysenberry. I get a little bit of bacon fat coming through. Solid tannins, but they're smooth, very smooth tannins. I get a nice little kind of a lift from the acidity, kind of brightens it up, almost like minty, but it's not mint, but it kind of gets that minty feel in your mouth. So you might say mint, but I don't really think it's mint. I think it's just a lift blended with a boysenberry, red berries, red flowers. It's a cool wine. A lot of complexity. What did I say, 16 bucks? I didn't write the price on the back. I apologize. I got a little excited to do this episode. Skip the step. That's all right. It'll be in the subtitles underneath. Right there. When I start. Tobacco comes through right on the back end. This has a lot going on the palate. I mean, you know, it's a $16, I believe $16 Syrah. And it still has that complexity. Nice brightness on it, which makes it a perfect food wine. I've talked about this over and over again. You got to really have acidity in the wine if you want it to match up with food. And just a really ton of flavors. Almost a little bit like I have the aftertaste of vanilla ice cream is what I'm getting. But I don't get the sense of a lot of oak on this wine. It almost has that flavor like when you roast a marshmallow. You get it nice and golden brown, you eat it. You know, that kind of aftertaste, that's what I'm getting. That's what I think I got on the nose, and now it's kind of, I'm nailing it here on the palate. Good finish. Very interesting wine. I'm going to go B+. Solid B+ on that wine. I mean, for 16 bucks. Very cool. Let's move on. This is Terra Blanca 2014 Syrah. This is their signature series, Terraces series. Let's get this right. 2014 Arch Terrace Terra Blanca Syrah Red Mountain. $16. Oh, 15 bucks. There you go. Keith Pilgrim's a cool guy. He's full of stories. He's the owner, winemaker, Red Mountain. Do I have to tell you how much I love Red Mountain fruit? I don't think so. And, you know, Terra Blanca has an upper end. One of their famous wines is called Onyx, which demands a fairly high price. But Red Mountain fruit, I love it. I think it's one of the premier regions in Washington. It is one of the premier regions in Washington. Let's see what we get on the nose. I get that same thing, a little bit of that roasted marshmallow. A little bit of bacon fat coming through, boysenberry. This has more of that, and this is what I like about Red Mountain fruit. Now I wish, I can't tell you I could nail Red Mountain in a blind lineup, but it definitely has a very interesting kind of red, like red baked earth sort of thing going on. Definitely getting the bacon fat on this one, big time, which is a very, very common thing in Syrah. Yeah, let's see what we get on the palate. By the way, got the beard. The beard's doing pretty good. Make a comment. Do you think I should keep it through the month of December? Should I keep it going on until I go to England in March? I'm thinking about it, actually. Let's see what we get on the palate. Not the acidity of the Barnard Griffin, but this, if you want to know what they can do with Washington Syrah, this is it, baby. Smoked ham hocks, bacon fat, boysenberry, plum, even a touch of raspberry coming through on it. Big, but not over the top. It is very well made. It's good structure, nice balance. A little tobacco on the back end, and a little bit of minerality grip going on, which is really cool, which again makes it a very good Syrah for food. Yeah, this would be a beauty with a prime rib, a beauty with stews, pot roast, anything like that. This would definitely nail it. And a good hamburger with blue cheese on it would be really good. I'm going to go B+, A-. That's solid Syrah. Here we go. This is Waters Syrah, Washington State, 2014. So Washington State means he can get his grapes from anywhere in Washington State. He can pick it up in downtown Seattle on the alley if he wanted to. This rolls in at, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to put it in the, it'll be underneath this when you watch the video. There you go. I'm a big fan of his Los Vineyard Syrah, obviously named after the soil. My glass is a mess. All right. I like Waters. I wish I could remember the name of the winemaker. I've met him a couple times. He's a really cool guy. Very cool. Let's see what we get on the nose. Now this is more like burnt wood. I get like, you know, somebody had a campfire on the beach and you walk by and you could smell the burnt driftwood. That's what I'm getting on this. Fairly challenged, really. Maybe just a pinch of tobacco. I'm not getting a lot on the nose. This is very challenging nose. It kind of worries me a little bit, but you know, I've learned over the years that sometimes the nose can fool you. It's like when I went to the somm class and somebody smelled something on it, and then they tasted it and it wasn't there, and the somm said, "Well, you want to change what you smell?" Oh, I want to change what I smelled. You can, you know, I mean, you can smell something and not taste it. I mean, they don't. I don't think they have to match. I totally disagreed with that. Didn't get involved. I'm not going to argue with 4 master somms in the room. Yeah, fairly challenged. Very challenged on the nose. Yeah, you heard about, I don't know if you heard about it, but the master somms, the sommeliers are going through a little bit of difficulty, some cheating going on in the exams, and then just the, you know, just the way they're dealing with it, you know, it's kind of, it's a little bit embarrassing for them. Let's see what we get on the palate. See, just exactly proof of what I just said. You know, maybe a little of that burnt driftwood, a little peat bog, but man, on the palate, big fruit. I mean, big fruit, like ripe, the ripest boysenberries you can get, with just that underlying bacon fat, a little bit of ham hock action going on. Smooth as a baby's cheek, front to finish. I mean, this is like, whew, whew. Like I said, like a limousine. It's just like, might be a little too fruit forward for some. In fact, boy, I always hate doing this. I always get nervous. How long is it going to take me to find the alcohol content on this? Forget it. You know, they make it so difficult. It's just, I don't know why they want to hide it. It's, oh, there it is. And it's tiny as ever, 14.1. Just put it out there. Who cares? I know there's a lot of you that kind of judge a wine by its alcohol content. I feel sorry for you. These guys know how to make wine. You know, they put down the alcohol. There's a variance of 1%. You can't taste the alcohol. It says 14.1. It's very well made. Very smooth. Very smooth. Very fruit forward. Like I said, ripe boysenberries. And maybe a little bit of cherry and a little bit of bacon fat. A long finish. The bacon fat and boysenberry and cherry all like blend together nicely. It's a Cadillac. I'm going to say it's a Cadillac. Maybe not for everybody. If you're an old world guy, you're not going to like this wine. I like it. I think it's solid. I don't think Ben would like it. The guy who showed it to me, you know, he's just not into that kind of wine, but I like it. I think a lot of you will like it. and I hope the price is right. It'll be down there. But I'm saying, I'm guessing since it's Washington State, it probably will be less expensive. What's this here? Classic cool climate style Washington State Syrah, open top, fermented, and gently aged in seasoned French oak. More on the bright side than the brooding, sure to enhance any meal. More on the bright side than the brooding. I'm not going to say bright. I disagree with that description. I think this is a solid wine. I'm going to go B plus, A minus. I think it's solid. I do. I think it's got good complexity. It's delicious. It's well made. Good structure. I wouldn't age it for a long time. I think right now it's a B plus, A minus wine. In 5 years it might be a C plus wine. I don't know. I wouldn't age it. I mean, I just drink it the way it is now. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I hope I'm helping you spend your wine dollars wisely, like I say I do. I hope you're enjoying these. Hope you're learning something. And please subscribe to my channel. Right there, the subscribe button, somewhat right, maybe right there. Ring the bell, hit the bell. That'll tell you when I'm having an episode. Hook me up on Twitter, it's at Stan the Wineman, and Instagram, Stan the Wineman. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.